Good morning children, welcome back and let us continue with the lesson, the hydrosphere. And now let us have a look on tsunami. A tsunami means it is a series of waves caused by earthquake. So an earthquake will be coming in the sea, and because of the earthquakes, a series of waves will be formed. So that is tsunami. And we know that the depth when tsunami comes, the depth of the water level decreases because whatever the water is there, that will raise up. So the depth of the water decreases and the height increases. Can you imagine how much the water level will rise? We all love to enjoy when we go to seashore, is it or not? When the waves come, we feel like when a new wave is coming, we will be ready to jump on that wave. So we enjoy that. But if the waves are big, can we enjoy? We'll have some kind of tense in us. So just imagine the height of a wave will be 9 meters. So that means the waves are very big. So if we see such kind of big waves, we'll get some kind of tense. So in the same way, when tsunami comes, the waves are very big and it will affect people, those who are staying there. So the largest earthquake ever recorded in Indian Ocean was on December 26, 2004. Before also tsunamis came. In 1883 when tsunami came, and in 1776 tsunamis has come. But 2004 what the tsunami has come, that is the record breaking tsunami we can say. So that has affected many people, and around 2 lakh 50,000 lives were destroyed because of that tsunami, and 14 countries were affected because of that tsunami, and among those India, Indonesia, Somalia, Maldives. So all these got affected because of this tsunamis, and it has destroyed many lives. And here TWS means Tsunami Warning System. So this is one of the system which is put up by the government. And what is the work of this system? It will continuously give a record whether tsunami is coming or not, like that. It uses network of sensors to detect tsunamis. There will be some kind of network centers, and these sensors will detect tsunamis are coming. We can say by seeing the waves. If the waves are rising, we can guess that tsunamis are going to come. So whenever we go to seashore, we have to be very careful. We should not run, and depending upon the waves, we have to go into the water. So always, whenever you go to seashore, always be careful and cautious. Ocean currents. We may sometimes wonder why the word currents came in oceans. So if we see below the surface of the ocean, what will happen? The streams of water continuously flowing from one place to another in a particular direction. Suppose if we take a circuit, how the electricity will be passed all throughout, in the same way the water also will be moving from one place to another place in a particular direction. Its direction will not change. It will follow the same direction, and the water will be circulating, or it will be flowing from one place to another. So that is called as ocean currents. And now let us see the factors that are causing ocean currents. So varying temperature in different parts of the ocean. So if we see a ocean, the temperature all throughout the ocean will not be the same. There will be difference in the temperature. That is one of the factor for ocean currents. And because of the rotation of the earth, ocean currents will be formed due to prevailing winds. Prevailing winds are also known as, in before lesson you have learnt, prevailing winds are also known as permanent winds. Because of the prevailing winds or permanent wind, ocean currents will be formed. And because of the density and salinity of ocean water, ocean currents will be formed. Because of the shape of adjacent coastal lines also, ocean currents will be formed. And these ocean currents are further divided into two types: cold currents and warm currents. Now let us see what is a cold current and what is a warm current. The ocean currents are divided into warm current and cold current. we see the warm current, we know that this is the earth and this is the equator. So the warm currents originate near the equator and the warm current move towards the poles. So the warm currents are originated near the equator and they are moving towards the poles, both in south and north. It is moving towards the poles. And the examples for warm currents are North Atlantic current, Gulf Stream, equatorial current. And now here from poles, how cold currents are formed? From poles, they are moving towards the tropical zones, Tropic of Cancer and to the Tropic of Capricorn. So from poles, the cold currents are moving towards the tropical regions. So those are called as cold currents, and the examples of these are Peru current, Benguela, and the other one is Labrador. So ocean currents are divided into warm current and cold current. The warm currents are originated near the equator and these move towards the poles. And the examples of warm current are North Atlantic current, Gulf Stream and equatorial current. Cold currents, they move from poles to the tropical zones. So the examples of cold current are Peru current, Benguela and Labrador are the examples of cold currents. Now let us learn about the need to conserve water. So water is necessary for all the human beings, for plants, for animals, and even industries also require water. So we have to learn how to conserve that water. And now let us see how we are polluting our water. So what we are doing, we are dumping all the waste materials in the water and we are polluting water. So it is all a human activity only. We ourselves are doing such kind of activities and we are polluting the water, and due to urbanization. So what is urbanization? Many industries are coming up and we are cutting the forest and we are occupying all the places and we don't find any trees there. So because of all these things, the water level is going down. If we cut forests, what will happen? We know the process called transpiration, is it? The water that is there in the soil will be absorbed by the plant, and if we take a green leaf and if we cover that with a polythene bag and if we leave it for a day, what will happen? If we go and take it on the other day, we can see some water droplets on the leaves. So that process is called transpiration. So in the same way, water will be produced through plants also, and if trees are there, what will happen? Rainfall will be good. So if we cut all the trees, what will happen? There is no rainfall, we don't have enough water, and fresh water that is there on the earth is just 2.5, and even that fresh water is utilized by human beings and it is used by industries. So if we keep on using this water, what will happen? We'll have scarcity of water. So it is the responsibility of you, and it's the responsibility of me, and it is the responsibility of every citizen to conserve water. So how can we conserve water? Through rainwater harvesting, and we can prevent water pollution. If we prevent water, if we don't throw our waste in the water, through that way we can prevent our water and reuse water. So whatever the water that is there, if we reuse, in that way we can save some amount of water. Repair leaking taps. most of the houses we can see that some tap or the other will be leaking drop by drop, and we don't save that water. So like that, water will be continuously flowing and it will be wasted. If each drop adds on, we can fill a bucket full of water for a day, or we can get more amount of water like that. So we have to make sure that we are repairing our leaking taps. And even on the roadsides also, if you find any such kind of leaking taps, that's your responsibility. You go and off it. Many times we can see people, they'll on the taps but they won't off. They think that the other person will come and off, but it is, if you see such kind of things, it's your responsibility to go and off. So if we continue doing like this, we can save some amount of water and we can give that to our next generations. So the same thing I have repeated when I explained about our environment lesson. So it is the responsibility of every individual that we have to save water. We have to save our environment. We should not pollute the environment, so that we'll be healthy, we'll have sufficient amount of water, we can get everything good that is produced by nature. So with this, we have finished our lesson Hydrosphere. So I guess you might have understood this lesson well. I'm going to give lesson for this, notes for this lesson. So please do follow that. I hope you will do. Thank you.